What's up, guys? Welcome back to the E&G Pod of Thunder with your boy, Young Denzel. And I'm here with Angel Sanchez. You may have known him from the football field at Hendricken. He was Providence Journal's all-decade team, a team captain in football and basketball. He was a three-time first-time All-Stater and was named the MVP of the 2019 Super Bowl. He played running back, safety, cornerback, pretty much everywhere on the field. My boy had 32 career touchdowns along with 3,400 total yards. And now he's at
Tabor College.
And let me get into that was just his football. Let me get to his basketball accomplishments. My guy was also a rare 4-year starter on the hardwood at Hendricken. He helped lead the team to a state championship as a freshman in 2017, as a sophomore in 2018. Was also the championship most valuable player in 2017, a team captain in 2020, first team all-league selection, and led his team to a 17-1 regular season record at Hendricken. The guy, and didn't you have some stuff on the track too?
I won one championship my sophomore year, I think it was.
Damn, you had quite a career at Hendricken, bro.
Yeah.
It must have been a good time.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me that I picked the right sports to play, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get to that real quick. Also on the line, we have my boy, Patrick Miranda. He is calling in, so you can't see him, but he is able to hear him. He went to St. Ray's back in the day. He can give a little bit more detail about himself. He went to the entire football route. He wants to give a little bit of an explanation of his background.
Damn, nigga, you didn't get I thought you were going to get the rollout. I thought you had the bio like Angel.
Oh, I can pull it up. Send me the link.
Nah, it's good. Angel shit better than mine. I'm not gonna cap. But
nah, bro, don't be humble. You got a whole thing yourself too.
Yeah, it's all good, bro.
Bro, nah, like high school, yeah, his shit way better than my shit. But like, I don't know, I'm pretty accomplished too.
Don't be humble. Pull out the stats.
Like, bro, I went to JUCO route, all of that. You feel me? And I ended up at Utah State and everything. But like high school and everything like that, shit, I don't know. Like you gonna have to do my bio, bro. I thought you.
While I'm looking it up.
Google.
While I'm looking it up.
I thought you Googled me.
While I'm looking it up, since you're one of my best friends, bro, brother from another mother. Let's get into it. If you want to give a little bit of explanation, we kind of have the JUCO. You're at JUCO now, right?
I'm at NAI. It's NAIA.
What's the NAI?
It's sort of like JUCO, but like right. It's like D1, D2, D3, NAI, then JUCO.
Gotcha. So I mean, if Pat wants to give, he's like a professional at this type of stuff. So Pat, I don't know if you're pretty open about it. That at Saints you didn't have the best academics, so you had to go that route. While I'm pulling up your stats. So if you had to change anything back in high school, I mean, I guess you can go to both of you guys. Pat can answer first. What would you change during your high school career to have a different college trajectory?
That's a good question. I would definitely say like at the very start, I would have did a lot better academically because like it's not true that I wasn't doing good academically. I just picked it up too late. Like you get measured each semester, each year, pretty much. So I pretty much noticed like my junior year, probably at the end of my junior year, how important it was like to get into college, like school wise. So that's when I kicked it in. I was going crazy. Like I almost boosted up my GPA to be D1 eligible, but it was close. But it wasn't close enough because my first 2 years are just trash. Like I was just showing up to school, like not thinking about how important it was. You feel me? So I'm just there to play sports. That was going through my head. If I had a feeling in my head, like if I knew for a fact that I wasn't doing good enough academically to go to a good school, then I would have kicked it in a lot earlier. But some people, you got to see it for yourself and then realize like, oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to do what I want to do because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do.
So you can't see him, but Angel's shaking his head yes. So you seems like you agree with his statement.
Yeah, we sort of have like similar stories. With me, I wasn't very into the all education stuff. As everybody knows, like I I know I have the talent. People know I have the talent. It's just me mentally in school wasn't fully there. Like my freshman and
Right.
sophomore year was pretty rough.
So, like, I guess question for both of you guys. Angel, if you want to answer this first, did you guys? Because for our viewers tuning in, we have D1 level talent on the room right now. Patrick went to D1 school. He went to Utah State, and Angel's definitely like everyone says here, he has a talent for sure. So that being said, at that young age, are you like what's going through your head? Are you saying like, "Wow, I'm just so good. No one cares. No one's gonna care about my grades. They're gonna take me just for my play in the field." Is that what's going through your head?
It's not. That's not going through my head. It's just I think I didn't put enough effort into the school, like school work and stuff. Just like taking the time to study, like for tests, exams, or just the little things that actually mattered at the end.
How about you, Pat? If you're agreeing with that, or like what's going through your mindset?
Nah,
at that
hell
point?
yeah. We probably went through the same shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because you're coming from middle school. First of all, I didn't even know I was going to go to the Saints, like, last minute. I practiced at Tolman, like,
Yeah. I
a good
thought I
week or
was supposed
two.
to end up
You
at
know what I mean?
LaSalle.
Really? I never knew that.
Yeah, I was
Wait.
supposed to end up at LaSalle.
So Pat, I'm gonna get back to you. Pat, you're supposed to go to Tolman, and you're thinking. So at that point, so say if you did go to Tolman, what's the difference opposed to you going to St. Ray's?
Shit, so if I went to Tolman, the way I started off my Saints career, like, it would have just finished that way at Tolman. I feel like that's a good question. I never thought about that, but like my first two years at Saints was trash. I'm over here thinking like, oh, all I got to do is play sports, and as long as I could play, like nobody's gonna say anything to me. You know what I mean? Which is the
Yeah.
wrong mindset to have.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
How about you? So you said you're thinking you're going to LaSalle.
Yeah, so my 8th grade year, I'm playing like literally just at practice, Providence 49ers, and my mother and my brother's old coach when he used to play there were just having like a long talk, and I noticed them talking while the practice is going on, and he's just telling her how I should go Hendricken, I would be focused more, there's no girls. And yeah, that's literally how my mom changed her mind just like that, and then just sent me to Hendricken.
Do you think what do you think would have been different if you went to LaSalle?
If I went to LaSalle, that's a tough question because I don't know if Hendricken's gonna win the same amount of championships if they did while I was there. I'll say that.
That's a good point. That's a good
I'm
point
not
to make.
saying I'm a whole piece, but I felt like while I was at Hendricken, I was probably one of the most important parts to a championship.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I don't think there's no arguing that for sure at all. Are there times where you do wish you went to a different school opposed to Hendricken?
No, not at all. I had a great time at Hendricken. I met a lot of new like kids from all over the like city, from like Warwick, East Greenwich, and they all like my best friends now. So I wouldn't change a thing.
Well, that's in the personal side. On the football side, though, do you think if you went to a prep school, LaSalle, any other school, because like you said, you definitely were like the focal piece.
Yeah.
But Hendricken was so stacked across the board. You were sharing the ball a lot with the twins.
Yeah.
Helio was getting the ball. Jordan got the ball sometimes. You would have even, James. There's a whole bunch of people getting the ball.
Yeah.
If you're at like St. Ray's, I went to Saints. So I'm not knocking the Pat went to Saints. He knows. But when there's a guy at Saints, they're the guy.
Yeah.
You would have gotten the ball probably like 15, 20 more times if you went to Saints. If you went to LaSalle, if you would have went to any other school around, you would have gotten the ball 20 more times. Your highlight tape would have been way more crazier opposed to what is Hendricken, which is still crazy.
Yeah.
But you don't think it would have been more offers or more looks if you went somewhere else?
Honestly, I think it all just falls on me. Like we said before, I wasn't fully into the education, so it was really on myself, just trying to keep up with my GPA and schoolwork. So wherever I went didn't really matter. It's just I had to put the effort in.
No facts. Let me get this so Pat doesn't get mad at me. Junior college earned California Community College Athletic Association first team All-State, first team All-Region honors at linebacker as a sophomore at Chabot and Hayward, California. He helped that Gladiators to a 9-3 record, a Valley League championship.
I went All-American too my freshman year with the JUCO.
Oh, Utah State fucked you over. Then I put that in.
It's like man, fuck you, Justin. It's like
I didn't know
yeah,
you played at
all
NCAA.
state, all region, and then all American my freshman year, which is like pretty much based off like the state of California. We have like our own all American system, and like everywhere else is just like all the other shit put together
Yeah, and
for
then
that camp and
during your
shit.
sophomore season, you had 102 tackles, which included 1 sack, 4.5 tackles for loss, to go with 1 forced fumble and 1 fumble recovery. And you had a 4 double-digit tackle outing during the season, which included a career-high 19 tackles
Okay.
against Motos JC. Also
That's
recorded 14.
yeah.
Oh, I said that shit wrong. Also recorded 14 tackles and 2 tackles for loss against Feather River JC and 11 tackles. Jesus Christ, Pat. And as a freshman, you're in first team California All-American as well as first team All-State and All-Region honors as you recorded 118 tackles that season.
I missed the game my second year. Oh, matter of fact, no, it was even because we played an extra playoff game, so I played it the same
And
amount in both games.
yeah,
My
you
first
were
game was against Aaron Rodgers, old JUCO, Butte. You feel me?
you were a defensive MVP for the Providence Gridiron as well your senior year and first team All-State.
Yeah, I should have got more accolades with the RI football. You feel me? But it's all love. I really, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, I think you made up for it more than that at the college level. I mean, there's definitely people your year that had better accomplishments in Rhode Island, but you did even play in college. So,
That's
I mean,
facts.
what would you rather do, play in college or get those accolades in high school?
No, yeah, I mean the Rhode Island Association is like pretty funny with that. If you the more games you win, the more bids you'll have. I'm not saying that that's how it shouldn't be. It's just they'll overlook some things. You know what I mean? So I'm sure there's a lot of kids everywhere that play that, even D3s, D2s, like since forever that are just like that, but they don't get the accolades like everybody else. Like if you're at a big school, you're gonna get those accolades if you in state all the time. But sometimes
Do you,
it is what it is.
so that's your thought on that. I mean, do you agree with that on on Hendrick's side? I feel
No, but
like
when you a man like Angel or like Quiddy, you feel me? Like you deserve all that praise and even more. You know what I mean? Like because at the same time on the spectrum, like Rhode Island's a small ass state, but you know what I mean. They'll overlook you just like you could be the best in Rhode Island and get overlooked anywhere else. So at the same time, some people are really about that.
Yeah,
Coming out of RI too, so you can get overlooked too.
talent
So,
all over
it goes
from
either way.
D1 to D3. So it's just them finding the right person, really.
do you feel like you got all the love you deserve? Do you think you should have got more?
I feel like I got enough
love.
love, but I really should have came away with that Gatorade my senior year. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, wait, who got it that year again? It was,
The quarterback from North Kingstown.
oh yeah,
Oh, that's weak. I don't even know who that is.
Come on, bro.
but that's a different story.
bro. Because Pat, I showed Pat your highlight tape, so Pat knows how you are.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Angel's
Different,
legit.
yeah, different. It's like I don't understand, but that's where I was saying though. Sometimes you weren't that focal point because James was getting the ball a good amount. When he did, James did well.
Yeah, James did good.
James did good. The Twins did good, obviously.
Yeah, Twins stayed
So like,
good.
if they didn't, if you didn't have them, you would have been even crazier.
Yeah.
And NK, they were throwing the ball up a lot. Is all I'll say.
Yeah,
there's no way.
I'm not saying he's trash. I'm not saying any of that because he did have a cannon on him. He did have good receivers with him and putting the ball where it needs to be. But like I said before, I felt like I should have went away with that Gatorade before I left high school.
100%.
No, I thought you had that shit. What the hell?
Nah.
Yeah, that was bad.
It's all right, though.
I mean, yeah. So you kind of touched on it, but I mean, Pat, how much time you got left?
No, you can keep going. It's a good convo. I'm not tripping.
Oh, if you got something for Angel, you can go through. I'm just trying to coordinate what I'm thinking right now.
No, I'm good. Hold on.
This guy's taking a poop.
You talking about me, nigga?
Yeah, it sounds like you're moving around and shit.
I had to turn the AC down. It's fucking freezing, nigga.
His brother be blasting the AC.
That's how I be sleeping, though, with the AC on. I'm not even going to lie to you.
It's the only way you got to do
No,
it.
yeah, I can't sleep when
with
it's
the
hot.
heat
No,
on.
it can't be too hot.
Yeah. So what's so what after Hendricken then? So give us a little bit of a play by play. So did you have college looking at you before they You got college interested before they knew about your GPA and things along those lines.
Yeah, I had a couple D2s, couple D3s, URI, Merrimack, UMass Dartmouth. At UMass Dartmouth, I'm their number one receiver on the board. They love me over there. I visited UConn, and just school. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So then what happened? So then they just saw your GPA and they were like, nah.
Sort of. They just wanted me to get it more up. And when I went to UConn, like I went to visit, I was meeting with coaches and stuff, and they told me, like they like my film and everything, but I just need to get faster. So then I just
Bro, that just reminds me. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro.
You
You
good.
remind me of my boy's little brother. He went to UConn. Like you have the same frame as him. He played safety at UConn. Like he
Yeah.
was a dog. Jared Coyle. He's with the Cowboys right now. But bro, you remind me of his build. He played 4 years at UConn. Then he grad transferred. 3 years at UConn. Then grad transferred to Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
But bro, that's crazy. You like, I'm glad UConn like was recruiting you, bro. That shit would have been a fit, bro.
Yeah.
And they fuck with their athletes at UConn.
Yeah, for sure. Like I was loving
Even though they're trash, but they could play some football.
I was liking like the stadium and all that. It was smooth. Like my parents was liking it and all. So, but
Hell yeah.
after that visit, they didn't really keep in touch with me, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, so Pat, you hearing that? I feel like you're the king at and you now know a lot of coaches. You know how the system works since you've been through literally every single system. When you're hearing something like that from a player of like Angel's caliber, what advice do you have for him? And like, what do what would you say to him in those scenarios?
No, I mean, it just shows you how real it is. Like, you could be getting talked to by one school, and then next minute they're not even talking to you.
Yeah.
It gets confusing. That's why it's good to know like the calendar, what's going on throughout the year, when they can recruit, when they can't. Because like there'll be some periods where it'll be like 2 months where they're not even allowed to talk to players. It'll
Yeah.
be like, bro, what the hell is going on? So, so each semester is different. So you got to be on top of that for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
But besides that, like even like I know you want to go to another school, better than where you're at right now. Like even like when you get the opportunity, it's like you just gotta go wherever they're showing the most love.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? Like you just gotta be able to sense all that stuff because at the end of the day, like it doesn't really matter where you go, even though it does. It's a little bit. Like you have to go hard no matter what. You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah, that's also like another reason is like where I'm now, because when I went to visit Tabor, they showed a lot of love. Like they showed me like a true brotherhood. Like the coaches, they're all cool. Like they mess with me heavy. So that's another reason why I committed over there.
Not for sure.
that goes a long way.
So Pat, did you feel that love at Chabot? And because you had the whole story, is you went to Central Connecticut first, no?
No, yeah. So I was pretty much ineligible. My wait. So coming out of Saints, I pretty much went to prep school because I was ineligible, Division I ineligible. So I went to prep school in North Carolina for a year. That was amazing. Like that first year, I'm sure Angel could talk about that too. Like your first year playing somewhere else,
Yeah.
and then like just feeling that confidence within yourself, like playing against different competition, against different states. That's like that first year is just so like you could grow so much in that first year out of high school. Like even Alfred went prep school too. He shined in his prep school. So
Alfred ball dog.
like
Yeah. Sure.
definitely. So like that just shows you. Like it's just like coming from Rhode Island, just you gotta have that pride with you, because people will try to play you, but that first year it shows you a lot about yourself. I feel like, so that was really eye opening for me coming out of going to North Carolina for
stopping North Carolina
postgraduate
first.
school.
Pat, stopping North Carolina first. So quick question, interrupt you there.
Yeah.
Do you guys have that like aura when you guys go to different states? Like, oh, you're that Rhode Island player.
Yeah. I'm at school now. I've noticed I got the 401 tatted above my knee. So whenever someone looks at me and they always like, what is that? That's my area code. That's where I'm from. And like people just look at me like.
And looking down on you guys.
Yeah, like, but that ain't nothing. Like whenever I get a chance to play outside Rhode Island, like it gets me more excited. Because I know what I can do and I know what I can do to other kids that stand in front of me that are not from Rhode Island.
Facts. You feel that same way, Pat? You feeling like you're being looked down upon too?
I mean, like, yeah, I agree with Angel, but not so much the fact that, like, because I'm in Rhode Island, like, from Rhode Island, it's just the fact that, like, that's like your first test. So no matter what, people gonna be looking at you crazy because you don't really know anybody, regardless. So it's like you got to prove it to yourself. Like if anything, I go into situations like that thinking like I need these people to ask who I am after this shit. They're gonna be
Yeah.
asking who the fuck this kid is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
That's what happened to
especially like
me.
you got to set your mark early. You know?
Yeah, fall camp. When I first got out there, like I knew like some of the guys, but like when I first went to visit, but like most of the other kids on the team didn't know me like that. So once fall camp came, we started doing 1-on-1s. I was like, baking, cooking, and they all looking at me like who, like, what are you, a freshman? And I'm like, yeah.
That was actually one of my original questions I was gonna get to. So like, you kind of have to. We're talking about mindset right now. So I'm always curious, like coming from like that. You know, you guys have that D1 type caliber play on the field. What do you guys attribute that to? Like, especially, you know, both of you guys pretty much the same height. You guys kind of like undersized, coming out of Rhode Island. Not the biggest, not the strongest. You know, you guys don't have the full package technically.
Yeah.
So how are you guys getting that, like, the extra dog in you? Because both you guys, Pat, one of the hardest hitters I've ever like seen in my life. Angel, you know, one of the best players from Rhode Island I've definitely seen. So, you know, you guys definitely have the expectation. Like, you guys know, well, Angel at least, he's gonna get single, double team, triple team, and he's still making those plays in those key moments. Pat, your side, on the defensive side, you're making those key plays when the game's like the biggest moments. You're making those plays. Where do you get? And you guys are, you know, gamers. Where do you guys feel like you got that bit, like that dog in you? Like, where do you guys think it comes from, and how do you maintain that throughout the entire game and in practice, meeting new players? Where do you like think it comes from?
Shit, for me, as soon as this game, like once it's game day, school is over, I'm locked in because I know that's pretty much it. I'm locked in. I listen to my own music. I get in my mode where I know where I can get like, all right, it's time to go. It's time to get on the field and start going crazy. That's pretty much it for me, really.
I was just thinking about kind of like your question the other day, like because I forgot what I was like watching or like I was just thinking about some shit, and I'm like, honestly, I think I saw something like I was thinking about like Pop Warner, like and just like I was just having flashbacks or something. Shout out to the Braves, you know, Big Red, Donald. But I feel like because I was watching something, I'm like, God damn, I'm like I was hoping that the game didn't lose like this aspect, and I feel like you know because like comparing it to Steph Curry, how just little kids are just shooting threes like crazy. I feel like football is just changing a little bit too. Like in this generation, like I don't know if they come up the same way that I came up, you know, growing up like playing Pop Warner. I was thinking because it really comes down to heart. Like that's when you get taught heart. Like because there'll be days where it's like. Think about playing Pop Warner. You used to care so much if you lost before you even knew what losing was, you know?
Yeah.
And like you would just see your whole team respond. You don't even know what's going on. You just gotta have heart. Like I feel like that's when true heart develops. Like in high school, you could lose a game in the middle of the season and not really give a fuck. But like Pop Warner, you might be so fucking mad that like you don't know what to do.
Shit. One thing I learned, and it was actually from Coach Gomes, like me and him literally are the same person. We both hate losing more than we love winning.
And just so you guys know, Mr. Gomes is the Hendrickens basketball coach.
Yeah. Shout out Coach Gomes. Another ring to his resume. You know that.
That was crazy over the weekend. But yeah, so you guys think you guys just care. You guys care and focus a lot more than the regular person, the regular high school kid, the regular D2, D3 player. You guys have that extra focus, is what you're kind of like crediting it to.
Yeah, pretty much. Just a certain point, like knowing when to lock in.
Facts. I'll just say this: like when you love the game, and you just watch it like all day, every day, and you just when you get into your shit, when you actually watching your film and shit like that.
Studying.
Like if you love the game, you're gonna like you want to be perfect every play. Like the more you learn, the more you know. Like. How serious it is, like each play, how like you just gotta be perfect damn near. Especially in college, they start grading you on each play and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
you start studying.
You
start studying deep. Like for my side, like we start studying defense. We got to know like what coverage they're in before the play gets off. So it's just really just knowing what formation the defense is in and like studying the playbook or like just the defensive set that they're gonna give us.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. And the regular person, doesn't have that mindset. I'm sure you play with kids, probably even in college right now. I'm sure, but especially at the high school level, there's kids just going just to show up. Want
Oh,
to show up just for a
yeah.
jack, just for a
Yeah.
ring, and does those type of players? We don't have to give names, but those players do those type of players like piss you off when they're on the field?
I mean, I'm not the one to like judge somebody. Like, if you want to come out here and just put on a uniform and like don't even want to play and just say you won, then hey, do yourself. But I know myself, and I'm gonna put in the work to get this to get this ring, to get this championship. So, but it gets me mad a little bit because that also translates, like, other kids start seeing that. So
Yeah.
like other kids are like, oh, he's doing it. Like, why can't I? And I'm just like, bro, like, if you want to be good or at least great and like in this sport of football, and we're from Rhode Island again, like, you gotta lock in. We got a margin of error, a small margin of error.
Facts.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I remember one time, Pat, I think it was Pat's freshman year, you came in and I think you messed up, and that emotion on your face, like I'm not sure we can get the details, and like you were definitely upset, you were angry, and that year we weren't good. We were like won like maybe 5 games, and so the point being, a lot of kids on the team didn't give a shit, and that emotion alone, like Pat giving a shit, like you can tell he was gonna go on and do better things.
Yeah.
Just like that emotion alone, like you tell he fucked up and he know he fucked up, but he was gonna correct it and be better. A lot of the kids just been like, oh fuck it, I don't care.
And there's also like a lot of kids that they can't take coach's criticism. Really, that's what I think. Like, I feel like there's some kids that could take the coach's criticism and they'll get right back on the field, on to the next play. But there's also some kids that don't, and they just shut down.
100%.
No, I feel like shit like that like reflects on how your season's gonna end up too.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, I just catch myself thinking like sometimes about my JUCO team. Like my first 2 years there, like my first year there, like I don't know why this happens, but like I feel like everywhere I go, I just bring that place more money every time I leave. But like my freshman year at the JUCO, like, cause nigga, there's like jumbo screens now at the JUCO. But like,
Yeah.
besides that, like our first year there, I was just thinking like, bro, like we were good. Like that was our first time going to the playoffs in hella long, and then I did it again my second year. But like I was thinking, I'm like, bro, we are good and shit. Like everybody's like following. Like I feel like I was leading without even realizing it until it was over. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
like even the players that didn't even like weren't even good enough, didn't care that weren't that good.
Yeah.
They were still caring. They showed up on time every day. Like,
Yeah.
like there's not too many teams that you see that like everybody's on board and shit. But
Yeah.
I've definitely been on teams where people just don't give a fuck, and it just translates so easily. But my first 2 years at the JUCO, like,
Wait, so you went to
bro,
prep school? Sorry, we're wrapping back to this conversation. So you went to prep school, then you went to JUCO, or was it prep, Central
Yeah.
Connecticut, then JUCO?
Oh no, I went to prep school, and then I was still. This is the bullshit. I went to my prep school.
This is what we want. We want the goods.
Like,
we want the
just like-
bullshit
huh?
of dealing. This is what we want. We want the bullshit, the real truth to recruiting and what you should be expecting and going into that next level. Because it's not always what people think it is.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys
No,
figured that out on
exactly.
your own.
And no, this is it's like it just shows you how important grades are because I went to that prep school and I snapped again. Like it was 1 year, but I snapped in that 1 year.
Yeah.
Crazy ass film, and it wasn't a problem again from like athletics, just like Saints. It wasn't a problem. It was the academics. So, bro, I had hella walk on opportunities just because like I'll give a shout out to my coach, Coach Covington. He's at Ohio right now. But yo, he really cared about me. Like he was putting me on to this and that. I think though one day it's because we had a brawl. Like my last game at the JUCO, we had a brawl against Atlanta Sports Academy,
At my prep school.
and like
Yeah,
somebody
promotion.
tried to sneak him, and I snuck somebody right there. So we held it down ever since then. So, but like I went on unofficials to Duke, UNC, and NCAT just because of him, and I was really trying to go to Duke hella bad. Then I found out like, bro, you got to take subject SATs and shit like that, and so going to Duke is just not even easy like off
Yeah.
rip like academically. And
All the
then
big schools.
he put me on Oklahoma State because his buddy was D coordinator, some shit like that at Oklahoma State. So the whole time I'm thinking I'm gonna go to Oklahoma State for like the whole spring some shit like that.
Then what they pulled their offer?
And no, I was academically ineligible. Everything was set up for me to walk on at Oklahoma State, and then I was ineligible.
Um,
So after that, I found this out while I went to CCSU though, because I ended up saying, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go to CCSU." So I was there in the spring, and bro, I got there and I was deemed academically ineligible, so I couldn't practice. So they told me I had to stop practicing. Like, I practiced like one time. They put me up late. Like the semester had already started, so I'm at CCSU. They getting putting me through the NCAA. Like practices didn't start yet, and then when they did start, like I had like two practices, like just spring workout type shit. And then it was just like I checked NCAA clearinghouse and I was ineligible. So when that happens, like you just gotta. I was done for the year, so I couldn't
Does
practice
that
or do
count
anything with
towards
the
your
team for a
years?
year, no matter where I'm at.
Does
So
that count towards your years?
no, it's pretty much just like it's like a red shirt. It's like a gray shirt, but not really. It's like a red shirt because no, that was actually my red shirt year that I took because it's not a gray shirt because I was taking full time classes because I was staying on campus. So that was pretty much my red shirt year right there,
So then how'd you
and I
end
couldn't
up?
even
So
practice.
next was
At least,
Chabot.
yeah. After that, so I stayed at CCSU for a year, and so I came back. I actually practiced with them for the spring. Um, but then I was just like, bro, I'm about to just transfer to JUCO because my brother had moved to Cali. He moved to the Bay, and this is before I even left CCSU. I was just out there and shit. And then I came across Chabot. I'm like, man, this shit cool type shit. And I was like, man, fuck that. I'm not going back to that CCSU shit.
yeah.
So I just went to Chabot and then was there for 2 years. But I was about to say, like, yeah, I was academically ineligible. So I went through all that shit at the prep school. And this is what, yeah, I went through all that shit at the prep school just to be still academically ineligible. You feel me?
Damn.
Yes. So you got your grades up at Chabot. Then Utah State showed
Yeah.
interest, and then you kind of just went from there.
No, yeah, when I went to Chabot, it was like a clean start because, it's like your GPA starts over. You feel me? Which is good. And then if you're academically ineligible, you have to obtain your AA for you to be D1 eligible or whatever. So I got my associates, and that's why I got the offers and everything like that.
So have you looked that route, Angel?
The JUCO route.
Yeah. Saying.
I've been having a little feeling about it. I recently contacted a school up in Florida, so I don't know how that's gonna go yet, but it's a thought right now.
Because it would be best for you to restart your GPA.
Yeah, I believe so.
No, yeah, because bro, when I went to the prep school, it's like once you go prep school or postgraduate, like they keep your same high school GPA,
Yeah,
but you could like add like a half a credit. That's what fucked me up. Because they were under the assumption that I could replace it, like I could add like a full credit,
yep,
but I only got a credit for like half a credit, so I was still ineligible.
yeah. I went to after Hendrick and I did a post grad year, but it was at East Coast Prep, but that was only a half a year. So I got the football season, I got extra film, I got the work done, and then it was nothing in the spring. So I was just chilling in the spring, getting in a weight room and stuff. So
Bet. I mean, so what would be your recommendation, Pat, to someone like Angel Shoes right now?
Right now, looking to go to a different school or
I don't know.
like from what like on paper, what am I right now? Like my freshman, sophomore at the school.
I'm a freshman right now because I took that
Okay.
post grad year. So
And then, so right now you still with them pretty much technically right now.
yeah, I'm still at Tabor.
For sure, for sure. So it's about to be, what are we right now? We're in the spring right now. So you're about to go back and do spring ball with them, right?
Yeah.
No doubt. And then, so have you talked to the coaches and like let them know what your goals are? Like, do they
Yeah.
know that you want to stay there, or do they think that you want to leave?
Well, and since the beginning of the year, like I said, I'm me and the head coach. We're like already close, and this is my first year. But I know deep down he wants me to stay and stuff. But he always told me like if I do decide to leave, like he'll have my back and he'll respect my decision. So
Right. Nah, yeah, no doubt. Bro, I would say because like I've been trying to tell Effie too, just texting in between, with you, like I've been said that I think you should go to the JUCO route.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be complicated when it comes to the financials and everything like that. But there's a lot of opportunities over there. Like you can't overlook the JUCO route. I know that you want to be at a 4 year.
Yeah.
And Tabor might answer a lot of the requests that you want and everything like that. But at the end of the day, like I don't think it could service you as much as another school could, and you might have to take a sacrifice to put yourself in a position where everybody knows, like, yo, I'm here for a reason. Like, I'm not about to graduate at this school. Like, I'm trying to transfer and go to a different school.
Yeah, definitely.
So it has to be like the environment around you because it's going to fit you well. Because if you're around a bunch of kids that's just like, my mom sent me here, I just want to graduate
Yeah.
and shit like that, then it's just like, bro, you just not on the same page. You know what I mean? Like, and it'll be more beneficial for you if you're working towards something that you know is going to be beneficial for you. Like when I went to Chabot, like nobody wants to go to junior college. Like I told myself, like, man, I'm here now though. Like,
Yeah.
so if I made a mistake, I got to make it at 100 miles per hour, and that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you just got to, if you know that you want to put that effort in, just you got to make sure that you're in the best position to do that, because if not, it's going to be conflicting. You know?
Yeah, I get you.
Do you have like
That's
those do you have like those worries like you don't want to go and waste some time at a JUCO?
It's not that. It's just I want, like, if I do go that JUCO route, I want to find the right JUCO.
Yeah. Like I know Pat
definitely.
was telling me there's JUCOs that specialize in certain positions and they know certain coaches to get you to the next level. So like you don't want to just go and waste your time at
Yeah. But like,
Now with these JUCOs, you got to learn as much as you could. Like learn who they play, who's really in their conference, who like in these Kansas JUCOs, they'll tell you where they send their kids. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah, there's a lot. There's like the JUCO stuff is like it's like the Wild Wild West. You
Hmm.
just got to figure out. You just got to make it a decision that you're going to be comfortable with, that you know that you can build off of, because it gets difficult when it's just like, damn, I made this commitment. I'm not sure if I really want to do this, and you just stuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you think you did the right route, Pat?
For me, hell yeah, like because I'm like, man, at the end of the day, like I knew that I wanted a scholarship. You know, everybody wants a scholarship, looking for
Yeah,
a
for
scholarship.
sure.
But then too, like I was like, man, like I was really like on top of my shit. I was serious about my shit. I'm like, man, I'm out west right now. I'm trying to stay out west. Like this shit's lit. Like you feel me? The weather's perfect. Like I gotta at least go Mountain West.
Do you
I
think you
had
made
that
the right
mindset. I
route
had
with
to at least go Mountain West.
you think you made the right choice, Utah State?
Oh, with Utah State. Let me keep going. Like my first year
I
at the
said no.
JUCO, I was talking to Fresno. So Fresno State. So I was like, man, I'm on the right track. But they didn't offer me, so I was just like, fuck. But I knew it was gonna come back around because I ended up going All American like after that first year. But like honestly, like with that question you just asked, like I'll tell Angel, like I just told Angel earlier, like go where you feel the most love. You know, I feel like I was getting love from Utah State, but it was really like fake love. Like they was doing like protocol stuff, like they was treating every recruit the same type shit.
Yeah.
No, they was doing a little extra because it was my birthday on my visit, so they made me do like the rodeo shit, like at Texas Roadhouse,
Yeah.
country shit. It was like showing love like that. It was cool, but like like I feel like if you go to a school, like they have to be showing you love for a certain amount of time. Like it can't just be all in one weekend. I know how much you love me. Like
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
what I thought, and it was just twisted. Matter of fact, I was on a plane. I knew I was gonna commit because I looked out the window. I'm like, bro, this shit is beautiful as fuck. I never seen no shit like that ever.
Shit.
Those mountains. But but like what I was saying earlier, like you got to go where you're feeling the most love, because if it was up to me, because man, I went on some visits and I kept in touch with some of these coaches, and I'm like, bro, those coaches was 10 times better than these coaches, bro.
Yeah.
10 times better. And it's like if you getting that love and you just push it away, if you didn't make the right move, you're gonna be thinking about it later. It's like,
Yeah,
damn, this person
definitely.
really wanted to see me shine. They was gonna put me in the right system. I had a school sit me down. They separated us. Like I was on a visit with two other people. one of my little meeting in the room. First thing they put on the screen was NFL. It was like, this is how we're gonna get you to the NFL. I'm like, God damn. And I know they wasn't playing, bro. They had like this was Eastern Illinois. When I went on my Eastern Illinois visit, and I'm like, bro, they was telling me about the connection they had with like the Chicago Bears and shit like that, like different like up east teams and shit like that. And it was Coach Hodges, the linebacker coach. He played with Von Miller at Texas A&M. I'm like, man, like, but
I'm gonna make it.
this shit was crazy. But I'll tell you, these coaches though, if they get a little lane on you, they'll use that shit. They'll use the fuck out that shit. He was like, "You like Von Miller, huh?" Like they just kept doing that shit.
You're like, hell yeah,
like, they be doing shit like that. And I had another coach like because I had offer from NAU too, and that shit was cool as fuck. Like that shit was nice as fuck too, Northern Arizona. And like the D line coach would come back and he would just like, yeah, he's the best linebacker, right? Like some other coach right in front of me, he was like, he's better than Scooby Wright. I'm like, damn, this nigga really think I'm better than Scooby Wright? I was like, that's some shit.
Just amping you up.
Yeah.
These coaches, they do show love. Like you got to be able to. That's when you're street smart. Got to come in and be like, yo, this person genuinely cares about me, and they're gonna rock with me. Like with Utah State, I think I just was like, I was just forcing on myself that they really want you. Like, you know what it was? Utah State, like, this is the pitch that got me. He was like, Bobby Wagner came here, right? And I was like, yep. he was like, who's the highest paid linebacker in the NFL right now? I was like, B-Wags. And he's like, yep. So I'm like, and then he showed me behind. He was like, look at all this money we put in this stadium and shit like that. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that shit does begin. That shit does.
Bro, they'll try to convince you, but you gotta just be able to weed out like real love from, just fabricated shit, or like you just said, you went on a visit to UConn and then they didn't even tap back in. Like that's weird as fuck. People be doing that, so you gotta like whoever's consistently gonna be in your corner, you gotta take that in consideration. I don't care if it's D2, D3. But you gotta get the best you could. But like sometimes you just gotta be like, damn, this person generally.
You feel that fake love too?
Yeah, what happened?
You feel that fake love too when you go places?
Fake love. Yeah, there be some places where there's fake love, but like I said, I committed to Tabor because they do show a lot of love. Like when I first went to visit, I was talking to the kids because the coach had me in a room with a group of kids that was already on the team, and there was boxes of pizza and like everything, and the kids are like, "Oh my God, you must be nice," because the coach has never acted like this before. And I was just laughing, but it was a good time. I got to meet like more people than I like knew already up there, so it was a good time. They asked me like a couple of questions. I asked them a couple of questions. It was just getting to know them, really.
Yeah, but then things go sideways at Utah, Pat. That's the end of that story.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, it just was.
So what advice? I know the answer to this already, but what advice would you give to someone in your scenarios going into a situation like that? You can explain the scenario and what would you have done differently?
Use your cards. I could have transferred down. I could have went to any 1AA, but it was just this dude was being a fucking weirdo type shit. I was pretty much trying to transfer. I was about to go to URI.
Yeah,
I was literally legit about to transfer to URI, and then it was the weirdest like sit down with this dude. It was just the weirdest because I already went into that room with that mindset like, yo, I'm about to just transfer, bro. These niggas they playing with me. Like I'm really nice. Like I was killing shit too. Like my spring, I only had one spring over there, and I killed it the whole spring. I led all the linebackers and intos. I had the game winning into in the spring game, all that shit.
Yeah.
And then you feel me? It was just a week after that.
So the coaches just really wasn't fucking with you at the end, huh?
Yep, exactly. So like if you notice how I'm talking about all these other schools that show me real love, like more love than Utah State did. Like there's no way they was gonna do me the way these niggas did me. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like the more D1 is, the more commercial it is because they're just doing their job. Like they're trying to get these big kids. I feel like they offer me because they had to. Like they had no choice, and I could have capitalized off that offer and got more offers because I had Mississippi State linebacker coach follow me on Twitter. Jeez. Like I had hella shit. I could have built off that. Utah State was my first 1A offer.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I could have ate off that. So like even if anybody's in that position like that, if you're in a good position, you're killing shit, you eating, you getting these offers coming in. It's like,
Yeah, because once you
feel
get
me,
one,
keep them coming in. You got to be strategic. It's really like a business at that point.
yeah,
It's like you making a business decision, you know?
yeah. Once you get one, they all start falling.
Yeah.
That's how it really
And it's,
works.
I have to disagree with that a little bit because, once you get like, because I got my first offer and
Yeah.
it took a little while for the rest of them to come in. Probably because I'm a JUCO kid too. But in high school, you could definitely say that. Like, if your grades was right in high school,
Yeah.
there's no reason why you wouldn't never had those offers like right away. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Same thing for me. Like they're pretty much damn near treating me like I don't even play football because my grades was trash.
Yeah,
Like,
for
damn,
sure.
nigga, I'm over here busting my ass every fucking Friday.
Hell yeah.
At Saints, just for them to tell me, "Oh, your grades not good." Well, damn, at least somebody tell me that my grades ain't good. You feel me? It's just like it's too little, too late. Like,
Did you have
so
that at all at would you say at Hendricken? Were people helping you out? Were they letting you know? He was saying that Saints they weren't letting you know.
As sort of like a Division 1 eligible, you mean? Or just like helping in general?
I guess Division 1 eligible.
Uh
What year were
I guess
looking to go?
I mean, I would say they didn't tell me till like my junior year, really.
At that point, it's too late, no?
Yeah. I felt like it was just too late cuz see, the thing is like my worst year out of Hendrick was definitely my freshman year, and there's nothing like it was my freshman year, and then like it didn't like it wasn't bad. It was just I had a lot of C's.
That's not D1.
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
D1 eligible. What they're looking for. Pat, we got your freshman 118 total tackle highlight tape out in the background.
for sure.
Yeah, but yeah. So pretty much, if you're looking for D1, if you have any offering advice to any upcoming freshmen anywhere, you have to get your grades up freshman year.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, me and Angel went through the same exact thing. Like,
yeah, pretty much. But to any advice,
I don't
just lock in.
Saints did help me. They definitely did help me. I didn't help myself.
Yeah,
but I didn't know no better too.
and work.
So you got to know what's up.
You just got to put yourself in a better position, honestly. Because
most definitely.
Your GPA from your freshman year all the way to your senior year, that shit all matters. And that's one thing that I didn't really get till like my end of my sophomore year, beginning of junior year. Like, damn, I messed up freshman year. Like, I could have done way better.
So that makes it even crazier for someone like an Xavier or someone like a Quiddy, them knowing, kind of believing in themselves and having that grade ready to be looked at by Michigan says something in itself, because if they didn't have it since that freshman year, their plan in place, they wouldn't be getting those looks at all.
Yeah, for sure.
No, yeah, you gotta like, Cody did his thing in the classroom. You know what I mean? Because Michigan's not no URI.
They're a smart school.
Academic wise, it's a good school. You know what I mean? You gotta have good grades for half of these schools. Like these D1 schools that be giving offers, like, they'll work with you because you play sports, but to a certain extent, because it's not up to them, it's up to the NCAA too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And Quiddy had like a 3.4 over there too.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Or like around the 3.5s. I don't know, but he was up there in the GPAs too. He was doing his thing.
Wait, Pat, I always love this story. I feel like true head football people would love this. Was that Chabot or Utah State where you played Jay Ajayi and Josh Allen?
Oh, no. I didn't play against Jay Ajayi, but fucking like, I'll talk about those two. Like Jay Ajayi, like I used to just like, I don't like our most of the coaches left when I got to Utah State, which I didn't know until after. Most of the big shots, like Dave Miranda or whatever like that. But they would just watch that Jay Ajayi tape, bro. He was whooping our ass. This was when Boise State was nice, but no, we played against Josh Allen. I played against him both years. My first junior year, bro. Like, I'll never forget sitting down on the bus on the way to the airport. I'm like, bro, nigga, did we just play the white Michael Vick?
Like, he's nice, man.
Bruh, no, but you like
when he was running all over you guys.
The shit he was doing in the shit he's doing in the NFL right now, it ain't shit compared to how he whooped our ass, bro. Both of my years, bro. This dude, like first of all, like he was doing whatever he wanted to. Like if like he wasn't throwing nothing in the pocket, like damn near. He was scrambling on us, bro. He was running like he was rolling out to the right, throwing 50-yard bombs on the fucking money, like all game.
Man,
I'm like, nigga, yo, can somebody like do something, bro? I'm like, what the
it's
fuck?
crazy how someone can get like so much good stats when as soon as they like lock in and not know how good of a player you are.
Do you have a story, like a crazy story against someone you're like, all right, this guy is just too fucking good?
Me, there was this one person, my prep year, that was going. I don't know his name, but he was going crazy against us. Just like
Quarterback?
he was running back, just straight getting the ball and getting out of there. I'm just like,
What
oh
school?
my
What
god!
school did he play?
I think it was Milford Academy.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, that game we ended in a brawl.
Because that kid?
We ended in a brawl. No, I don't even.
Someone's got to stop him.
I was in the sideline and I turn around. They just start fighting and benches start clearing.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, that shit was
One of
crazy.
the best games.
That shit was crazy because I'm like, someone's trying to fight me, and I look to my right and I see my roommate getting jumped. So I'm like, man, fuck this person. Let me go help my roommate.
Bro, his football stories are the best. Pat, you out here destroying people.
Yeah, facts.
Damn, who's the best person I played in JUCO? Fuck, man.
You must have faced some ballers out in JUCO.
Bro, honestly, like my second year in JUCO, like in the I lost to San Francisco City both years. This last year,
Especially in that
the
Cali.
quarterback wasn't even that lit like that. Like I was really,
playing
you feel
Cali?
me?
That
But
JUCO
no,
is
this nigga
crazy.
he's the backup for the Chiefs right now. If I'm not mistaken, like he's been the backup for the Chiefs.
He's like number 4.
Rodriguez, so his name Rodriguez something, but I'm not sure if he's still in the Chiefs. But nigga ended up on the Chiefs. He went to Wazoo. I think he went to Wazoo after San Francisco City.
Shit, there's a couple of kids that's on my team at Tabor that came from JUCO, and they're mostly all
they
from
be
Cali.
JUCO, like players are really bouncing around.
Like they tell me that Cali JUCO is different.
Nah, yeah, it depends on like. See, I went to JUCO in the Bay, like, and like I had one of my roommates. My first year, he transferred from another JUCO. And he went to like JUCO in like SoCal, like in the
Pat, you
desert.
just fucking chased this dude down like 25 yards. The red
quarterback?
school? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's Modesto right there.
You guys fucking spied his ass down. What were you just saying?
Oh shit, nigga, I forgot. You know, it took too many years. You know.
man, I don't even know who's the best player that I've played in high school. There was a lot of competition in high school.
High school.
I mean, skill player or being like an overall player? Overall player, what you didn't think would be Xavier?
Mike Reed.
But that's someone that I played with. Someone that I went against.
Yeah.
Skill player.
I'm trying to think too. I'm on to all the games pretty much.
Mike
Had
Reed
to
for
be
sure. That nigga.
Had to be on a prep guy.
He was like the white Marshall Falk.
The whole Iona prep team.
Yeah, Mike Reed was good. He was good as shit. There was some white boy. He played at Barrington Art when we played. He was a beast. He actually won Gatorade over Gene. You know Gene, right?
I think.
Gene Russell? You know Russell.
Yeah.
But the best kids that Angel definitely faced was definitely these Ionic prep kids.
Yeah.
And they were all good.
They were good. We should have beat them back when we played them at Handy.
Yeah, definitely should have.
No, Carl's about man. Shout out Carl though.
All right, question both you guys. What's like a top 3 plays you guys can think you guys made throughout your career so far? Well, Pat, your career's done, but
Top three
three
plays.
plays you've made that.
Let me go, because the Angel's still playing. You feel me?
Yeah, you got that.
Shit, I'll count down to 3. And the first one to come to mind is freshman year at Saints. Like fucking first year. I was playing freshman football. Like I was on the freshman team.
I was too.
Yeah.
Fucking
I just returned that bitch to the crib. First time I touched the ball in high school. So I was just like, nigga, Quit playing with me. This shit way easier than the Braves. So no, that's number one for sure. That's the top memory I got. Second would be the same. My freshman year at the end of my last game. I think this is my last game. But we played LaSalle. I was like, this was my first game starting. This is like no, this is not this definitely not the last game. I started the last 4 games freshman year, but fucking, I'll just never forget this play just because like this shows like how raw I was like as an athlete, like a player, like not rising good, just rising like,
As an
fuck,
athlete,
like, you
yeah.
fucked up like I got a pick like I had like, this nigga that ran like a slant like the tight end. I picked that shit off, and then I know in my head I picked it, but we both on the ground. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, pick, nigga, let's get up.
Yeah.
Bro, I let the ball go, and the
Oh.
kid gets up with the ball, and the ref was like, we're researching.
Catch.
Of course, we playing at LaSalle and shit. Bro, I'm like, bro, that was clearly a pick. Niggas got up. It was like, bro, I thought you had a pick. I'm like, nigga, I just picked that shit. But I'll never forget that because it'll just show me, like, bro, you got to be on your shit at all times. And third, fuck. Honestly, my high school, I want to say my high school tape. We were playing in the rain. I just remember it's on my high school highlight tape, like from my first or second play. I just remember laying this nigga out, bro. It's like first or second play on my high school tape, like, bro, because I was just like a speeding bullet on that shit. Like most of my career at the end, you feel me, perfecting my shit, I was just like a speeding bullet, and that was like the first time it showed me, like, bro, you can really hunt some shit down and really destroy some shit if you want.
Hell yeah.
So that's number 3 for me. Angel got some shit though.
He definitely got some shit. The one
I'm trying to see top
the one
3
that-
though.
I feel like it has to be in it, at least for Hendy, at least, was that Cranston East play when you fucking bounce off like 6 dudes.
Oh
hit
yeah,
the dude off
yeah.
at the end.
That gotta be yeah.
That's gotta be top.
When we
3.
played that handy.
Yeah,
yeah,
but that
yeah.
was bad.
It was well, if he I don't think he knows, but it was like a jet from like our own 35, 40.
Yeah, you went at least like 70.
Yeah, and I broke off like about 5, 6 tackles.
Yeah, bro, it was bad. It looked like he got caught, but then he popped out of nowhere and juked some dude, spinned off some other guy.
Yeah, that's definitely in the top 3. Damn.
He's like, I got so many, I can't remember.
I'm dead. Nah, but the second one will probably be my first varsity touchdown since it was, against LaSalle, of course. It was like a little arrow. I juked one kid and took it to the crib for like about 55 yards. That was my first varsity touchdown. So that was turned. Number 3 would probably have to be my sophomore year when we played Portsmouth at Hendy.
Oh yeah.
And Tom threw that wheel to me and I caught it over 2 kids.
Oh yeah.
That's probably in the top 3.
Portsmouth in the Super Bowl year, senior year too, was a good one. When you hit the kid off with the piece,
Yeah.
that was a good one. They were talking mad shit to Angel.
Yeah.
Portsmouth?
Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he caught a touchdown over, what was it, 2 defenders?
Yeah, their whole student section was trying to get at me. So as soon as I scored, I looked at their student section and just threw up the little peace sign because we was up by like 3 touchdowns already.
Yeah, bro, and I caught the picture, perfect picture.
Yeah.
Too. I remember, was it NK? Some girl made a sign.
Oh.
I'm like, bro, is that bad?
Hey, so I before the game, I'm on my phone and I check someone's snap and there's this girl with like a little poster board and it's a screenshot of me like sliding in her DMs and I just said what's up, but with the eye emojis type. So she printed that out and thought that was funny. And that was the first game I came back from my suspension because I got suspended the Cumberland game.
Oh yeah.
So I'm already turned up. Like, all right, if you want to add more fire to the field and be my guest. So I go out there. I scored 3 touchdowns in 3 different ways. I catch one, I pass one, and I run
Wait,
one.
that was senior year?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good ass game.
And it was at NK, so
Bro,
and
that game was churn.
yeah. And I'm undefeated on that new field, so it's really my field, really.
It really is. Even the All-Star game, you guys won.
And we won the All-Star game, yeah.
Brandon James.
Senior game, yeah.
Yeah.
So really undefeated on that field.
I'm not glad though. NK was probably your rival opposed to LaSalle.
Yeah. They were our public rivalry school, basically.
Yeah.
We hated each other so much. It was crazy. I remember my freshman year, I wasn't on varsity yet. I was on JV, but the varsity basketball game it was at Hendy. It was so loud, like, and Coach Gomes like told the team before, like, this is our public rivalry school, like, best believe that it's gonna get crazy in here. And I'm watching from the stands, watching this game, and they bring damn near their whole school.
Yeah, bro.
And it's their student section. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot wait until I get on this varsity court. Cause Coach Gomes knows and Coach Croft knows, like, I play my best when I go against better competition. When the game is on the line and we need something to happen, I'm at my best all the time.
So what's going through your mind, like, at the line? So say they put most of the time you're seeing the other team's best defender.
Yeah.
So what's going through your mind when this corner is lining up on you? Let me paint the picture. So, like, especially the NK game, that went down to the wire.
Yeah.
We scored the last, like, possession of the game. I'm pretty positive.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And then so the last possession of that game, what's going through your mind when you're lining up? You're seeing their best defender.
Yeah.
That's a picture
But
right there.
Coach P, he usually used me inside, so I would always go against, like, outside slower linebackers. So I would always, like, just blow right by them. But when I'm on the outside, they wouldn't really, like, try and press up because they know, like, I'll just blow by them. So they'll give me, like, maybe like 7 yards of cushion and stuff. But if they're with a safety over the top, and it was just like I would see, like, the safety be like, "Oh, I'm all right. I'm over the top. I got you over the top." So in my head, I'm like, "All right, I might not get the ball this play, but someone else has to get open." But
you're thinking, like, there's no way they're stopping me.
Yeah, that's always my mindset. That's always my mindset. It's always gonna be my mindset. Like, if you're in front of me, show me that you can stop me.
In fact,
really.
How about you, Pat? What's your mindset? The opposite. So game's on the line. You're playing. You probably got the team's best offensive guy since you're typically the man on D. What's going through your mind at that point?
Shit, honestly, the only thing you could really hope for is that everybody does their fucking job, honestly.
Yeah.
As soon as you break that huddle, Shit. And then it's like, at that point, you just, like, that everybody got to do their job. And if anything comes your way, you gotta lock that shit down. You gotta make that play. It's just like whatever. So pretty much, like, the first thing I'm thinking about is I gotta make this play, whatever comes my way, because I already know, like, my teammates gotta have my back.
Yeah, that's my.
So whatever comes my way, I gotta take care of that.
And especially when I was at safety too, because I would play safety in high school. So, and I'll have Nick in the middle of the field because he played linebacker. So I'm like, all right, he got the middle of the field. We had Brandon at corner. We had Jordan sometimes go at corner. So I'm like, all right, we good in the outside. Yeah. Now someone got to make a play.
Facts. Yeah, facts. I mean, yeah, man, you guys had a good squad. Brandon held his side down.
Yeah.
Tegan held his side down.
For sure.
Andreas did good at safety. Nick obviously is a beast. Nate a beast.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. Like, you guys had that, like, trust in each other for sure.
Yeah, we've, like, ever since we lost that sophomore year, like, we knew, like, we didn't want to feel that way again, especially to that school.
Yeah. That school.
That school.
Who do you hate more, LaSalle or NK?
It was always be LaSalle, always. NK, like, I don't even care about them that much.
So, like, you genuinely don't like LaSalle?
Yeah, I genuinely don't like LaSalle.
Is it just the aura, even the people there?
Huh?
Even, like, the people, you just hate the school? Like, oh, fuck LaSalle. Are you really like, yo, fuck this person?
Man.
You don't gotta say names, but...
Nah, it's not names, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always say fuck LaSalle because it's fuck LaSalle. But, like, they always gonna say it back. They always say fuck Hendy, da-da-da.
Yeah.
So why, you know what I'm saying? Why can't I say that shit back? Why can't I say that shit back?
Yeah, they're like 1 in 10 against you, so
yeah, I ain't even worried. I've lost to LaSalle
fucking Cole
Twice.
God damn.
Twice out of 4 years, so that's nothing. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's been a good ass podcast. You have any words to wrap up, Pat? Any words of wisdom to any up and coming kids coming to high school, looking at college? Any last words from my guy, Pat?
Shit, I would say listen to the people that did it before you. Like, really listen, because I used to be just like in that position, listening but not really listening. It's like I hear you, but I'm not. You feel me? Like I'm gonna just do my thing the way I want to do it. Like that's what it really comes out to all the time. But I would just say listen to any advice. People are not gonna steer you wrong if they know what they're talking about. You don't really always know everything, so whatever advice you can get from somebody, take that shit in consideration and try to apply that shit.
For sure. And then from you, Angel, any last words? Anything you want to plug? Anything you're looking forward to?
Just like he said, if you know somebody who did it like before, went through all the process and stuff, actually listen. And like we've been talking about this whole time during this podcast, grades.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that's like the first thing coaches are going to ask your head coach. What's his grades looking like? How is he as a person? How is he off the field? And then after that, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna, like, if you really, really want to play at the next level, you just honestly have to take care of the things now. Take care of everything now, so later on in your life, everything will just lay out in how you want it. That's pretty much it.
For sure. Like, listen to Angel and Pat if you're listening to this, if you're trying to look to get to the next level. And as always, fuck LaSalle.
Yes, sir.
I can second that.
All right, we out here. Let's get it.